I think something that's really interesting about human beings is that we're really good at finding patterns and seeing things that doesn't make sense, or seeing things that need to be fixed, or seeing things that just is questionable or sus, as the kids would say. And I think it's really interesting because when we start seeing those things, we start asking questions. And so, just so you guys know, my name is Jacob. I'm a co-owner of BlueMistCollectibles.com. This is one of our talk shop videos. The filming of this video is Saturday, December the 28th at 9:50 a.m. We are on our way to becoming a partner on YouTube. And one of the things that's really interesting about YouTube is that the way that their analytics work, as far as like saying that, yes, you are able to apply for our kind of like level 1 of affiliate. I think they kind of have a second level. They just don't call it level 1 or level 2. Level 2 is like when you can get ad revenue for your shorts and for your videos and lives and run ads. And then the first one is it allows you to unlock integrating your shop into your YouTube page, as well as do like supers. You can do subscriptions and stuff like that. And so we're pretty close to the first level. And what's interesting about this is that they require you to have a certain amount of watch time hours in addition to your followers. I think we're going to hit our follower before we hit our watch time hours. And what's interesting is that when we look at the watch time hours, it's kind of like being slow rolled, it seems. Because we kept getting like notifications. Oh, you hit 1,000 watch hours. I'm just like, oh, well, how come we're only at, 200-300 watch time hours according to, these analytics for becoming the first level of partner. And then we got the notification, hey, people are loving your videos. You hit 5,000 watch hours. I'm like, huh, that's interesting. And then I go and look to see like where we're at for our partner analytics, and it only says 2,000 out of 3,000. We're like, why is this taking so long? And so it's really interesting. There's just like this little exclamation point. You just kind of hover over it, and it's like, hey, so we take a closer look at these analytics, and it's always like a week or so behind, and it's like we should have already been able to apply by now. I don't really understand why it works the way that it works. Maybe they're concerned of like bots and view botting and other things. And that's granted, that's understandable. And I think they're probably trying to crack down on those kinds of things. And so they're just trying to confirm that the hours that are watched are actually legitimate. So I understand that, but it's funny that we're getting these notifications that are just regular from like the total, watch time hours. 1,000, 3,000, 5,000 watch hours, and we still haven't hit that 3,000 watch hours mark. It's really funny. But I feel like overall, YouTube has been a really positive experience. We literally do have like the best fans in the industry, in the collectibles world, and being able to do live streams and have that to be pretty seamless has been a really great boost for our business. It's a really great boost for our brand. And I feel like there's a couple of things I wish would be different, because I feel like the algorithms are very strange, because I feel like we're doing the same things. We're releasing the same amount of content. We're releasing the same things that we do as far as like our clips are concerned, or I guess they're called them shorts on YouTube. And then we stream, for several hours every weekend. And then we release, several, like 2 or 3 videos a week. So we're really literally doing the same things, we're doing one news video, we're doing a shop talk video, and we're doing kind of like a summary of like some of these like really big, interesting openings that's happened live stream wise. And then we do a live stream. And it seems like, sometimes these get pushed in the algorithm and sometimes they don't. And then like we'll all of a sudden like hit like a lot of views like for a month, and then we'll all of a sudden drop like half of that or quarter of that or whatever. It seems like the algorithm isn't very consistent as far as like, because you would think that as you would grow and as more and more people were watching, that you would get higher in the, I guess, the algorithm's ranking. And so, if we are going from a rank, 100 to a rank, 75, you'd think that you would be higher up in the ranking and you'd actually get, more exposure to more people. And it would, try its best to send your shorts and your videos to people that are also interested in collectibles, especially TCGs at this point in time. And it just doesn't seem like it works that way. In fact, we've had shorts that clearly were not either getting to people who enjoy TCGs, or they're getting to people who are not interested in the correct TCG. And there is some bad blood when it comes to like the Magic the Gathering players versus the Pokemon versus the Lorcana versus the Sorcery versus the Flesh and Blood versus Weiss Schwarz. So there are some crossovers. There is some crossovers, but there's definitely, I know from being, a part of the Magic the Gathering world for many years, for a while, that they're definitely anti. Some of them are anti other TCGs, and like Magic is the only one, and that's understandable, and I think that's fine. But it's just like I feel like sometimes these algorithms don't get it to the correct people, and then that also diminishes our views, and then we go down, and then we like kick back up, and then we ramp up again, and so it's this weird like ebb and flow when it comes to our YouTube stuff. And it's actually really interesting to follow and to to watch and to see all the differences, and to see us all of a sudden take a big dip and then hit a huge spike out of nowhere. And it's usually seemingly from a card that just doesn't make sense. Like, why is this getting 10,000 views? It's like an uncommon card. It's not like anything like crazy. It's not like a heavy hitter, like the Blastoise EX SIR or something like that from 151. It's just really fun to watch and to see. And it's definitely different than what I remember it back in the day. And it's a lot of fun. So there's good things, there's bad things. I think the one thing that I do struggle with, especially when we're live streaming, is that when people subscribe, it doesn't always like pop up right away for some people. And I think some of that is because of some privacy settings or ad blocker or some other stuff that helps, with those kinds of things. And it's just really funny because it's just like, all right, guys, well, if you subscribe, please shout it out in the chat so that we can welcome you, to our channel, to our community, to our brand, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And I just hope that, we're not missing people, because we definitely want to thank them for all of their support, all the wonderful comments, the positive reinforcement of us, moving this direction. It's really exciting to see. And we do appreciate it. So again, my name is Jacob, Blue Mist Collectibles. I'm a co-owner of BlueMistCollectibles.com. If you guys have not checked us out yet, definitely check out BlueMistCollectibles.com. Right now we have a lot of English Pokemon, Japanese. We do have quite a bit of Lorcana, as well as Magic the Gathering is coming soon in January. And from my family to yours, you all have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you in the next one.